Hey everybody, it's Rydo, and we are back with Hearthstone. We only have one quest, and we are on the second episode. And we only really need to do 17 spells, and then we're going to be done. So today we are just grinding with the Mage, why not? We have almost gotten it up to 58, max is 60. Don't think we would grind enough to get all the way to 60, but we probably will get it to 58. If we finish this episode early, well, the quest early, I don't think we're gonna really do anything different. Next episode, I will make an effort to rebuild a couple of, a couple of decks, I suppose, and get an episode doing that. But this episode, I think we'll just stick with the Mage. So just some more Mage grinding. Lots and lots of grinding you never saw with the Mage. I mean, I was in the high 50s before I even started recording. It's a little silly to play the one mana 3 damage randomly split on the first turn, but it's either do that or just end your turn. I'd rather have the 2 mana spell plus 1 damage character play the coin, bring him out. Playing the guy with taunts is great. Want to use the Fire Blast to its maximum potential. So it would take him 15 turns to use just this, if he could do nothing else but use his spell damage.
Someone call.
You could do it, but it would be a little silly. It would mean I have nothing at all that I can summon as a creature. So 4th turn play this, and then play this. Or if this one has 1 damage, maybe just play this 4th turn, then this. This is the adjacent minions have +1. He's all looking at my cards, he's like, what is this, what is this, what is this? I'm like, come on, it's mirror image, you've seen this, unless you're just brand new. I don't think you are, ex-doggy, because I think I played you before. I'm not... Arguments might be made that none of the people I have played were even real people. Maybe they're all robots. I mean, how would you ever prove it? Until somebody comes along and says, yes, I'm a human, here's a picture of me, I played against you. How do I know that they're not just all robots of different varying levels? Some really smart, some erring out and doing really dumb, obvious things. Maybe there is no outside. Maybe the world only exists here in the game, and all the rest is fake.
Hit it very hard.
Only quest is to play spell cards, so I do want to drag this out and play spell cards. It's much as possible. Well, actually, there's no reason to drag it out. We still want to do 5 games. Don't want a short episode. Explosive shot. Deal 5 and then 2 to this side. Interesting. Alright. If I do this. Let's do this. And then this.
Job done.
Next turn is deal 4 for the flame strike. So it was probably a waste to do that. I should have done that. What could he do to really mess me up? Well, he could summon a whole bunch of people. He could play some really good hunter strategy I'm not aware of. Hunter's not a deck I know very well. I don't know really what the strategy is that much. It's just like get beasts out, try to get the beasts to synergize with each other, get the attack up, just keep on attacking, go for fast victories, don't play late game, have animals with charge.
Tazdingo!
So, I mean, I don't know if there's some other strategy hidden inside all that. If I play this, all I could do is 3. If I play this, and then play this. I mean, he's slowly wearing me down.
The gates are
I mean, what is this strategy? There's only like 2 secrets worth using in the hunters at all. Explosive trap and freezing trap. And that's it. Alright, so we'll play this. I want as many to hit this guy as possible. And that was enough. And then let's go ahead and put this out. Dollar. Now if he kills both these guys, I am in a bit of a bind. I do want to win. Still want to get victories. I mean, leveling up the mage will do better getting victories than losing. It's kind of advantageous to get rid of Starlog on your own terms. Don't leave him out when he's weak, that they could transform him or something. Make it so his death rattle doesn't work towards Thaddeus. That's the Starlog Fugan flaws, that if they can transform one of those guys before they kill it, then the death rattle won't work and you won't get Thaddeus.
well fought. I'm not ready.
Summon one more guy on the last second. Level 58. We get another Archmage gold version. And 7 more things to spells need to be played. We are at 145 gold. One more victory will get us to 150 gold, and we will be extra. We will be up 40 when we get the quest done.
versus Thrall. For Doomhammer.
So we have readjusted and fixed that problem of just spending too much of the gold. Not enough that I would be willing to play an arena run this recording. I mean, I just don't see the point. I would rather have a little bit more extra. What we could do is we could take an opportunity to go look at the next Rammus fights. That would certainly give us something to do. It would certainly allow us to show off what was required, what we did. A lot of it was struggling through it. Alright, so let's just go ahead and end our turn here. But then we'd have to make like a whole series, I think. We'd have to make it 2 or 3 episodes. It is a thought, though. It's an intriguing thought. Right. I'll have to look at it. We'll have to think about that next turn, because I could get several extra episodes out of that. Far Sight. It costs 3 less. Interesting. Is rather interesting. Let's see.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Oh, come on.
Job's done. Some still
Could get rid of this guy. Don't see a reason. Come on, summon the last. Oh man, spells. Spell's gonna go up. Give it full health and taunt. Ah, you suck. Saw me coming.
handle it.
Let's see. These are only gonna do 4, so let's take one of these guys out. Nope, not even gonna end it. Because why not? Next turn. Let's play the normal Flame Strike and then the Gold Flame Strike. I think getting to 60 on Mage is probably going to be a little bit more interesting than doing Nexamus. But yeah, we could certainly, I would have to do it. I'd have to start recording really early. Alright. Let's do this.
Job's done.
Yeah, I'd have to start recording really early. Do the 3 episodes or get the episodes done really early. And then
I am not a morning person.
start at that point doing the next Ramus. Interesting here. Notice the order. This one was on the left, so it healed everything first. Then this one did its thing, which hurt it. So if they had put this over here, theoretically I would bet Imp Master would do its thing, then get healed. There's no rules I know of that really says that to be true, but that is what I am assuming. There's not a lot of explanation of how things work. Just have to play it and learn. It's a rare case where 2 things happen at the end, and one thing has to do the other thing first. This
I'm not ready.
and this.
Master of magics.
Working our way. Start doing some major damage to the face now.
Crush. No. Smash.
Vaporization commencing.
Why not both? Crush and Smash. There is a card called Crush. There is a card called Smash. By the way, so I assume that's what they're talking about. I wonder in more of the Warcraft that these two just say Crush, Smash all the time. I don't even know if the enemies are voiced in World of Warcraft or if it's just text. Oh, who knows? Since I don't play the game. It's getting desperate. Play Bloodlust. What's he gonna do?
I am master of magics.
Might as well play that card. We're gonna get him down to 5 health.
No. Smash.
4 health.
Vaporization commencing.
He has 1 card, I have no cards, but I have 5 characters. So if he could play a spell that would get rid of all my characters, it would take me 4 turns to just fire blast him.
That
I wish there
belongs in a museum.
Harrison Jones. Certainly a card that could do something great. It destroys your opponent's weapons and draws cards equal to its durability, I believe. No victory, no 10 gold. We are done with the Spellmaster quest, so we are out of quests. 195 gold. Plus, we already have bought into an arena run. So 3 easy games here with the Mage, and that's the end of this episode.
Jaina versus Thrall.
Best.
You asked for it.
It's a bold name. If you're gonna call yourself Best, it's going to be a very bold name. Too bold to take as a username, because there's always gonna be somebody better. You can't really be the best. First of all, you're ranked 20, so it's not a good name. Not a good name at all. Worst is slightly better than best. If you can just call yourself worst, at least that would be in my mind slightly better name, but not by much. Well, it would be kind of funny if you just called yourself average. I'm just average, that's my username. Because then you would be getting compared to everyone's ideal idea of what average is. So half the time people would say, oh, you're above average, and half the time people would say, no, you're below average. Not getting any cards I can play. Let's just try and speed through these games if I can. Not really think too much about it. Just end the turn as fast as we can. I think if we were gonna do a Nixoramus run, which would certainly spice it up, what we'd have to do is wait the 3 days, get the quests, and try and do the Nixoramus on that. Unless we can't get quests done in Nixoramus runs, which I bet we can't. So it probably doesn't matter. It'd probably be fine to record a little extra and just ignore the quests for a few days. That might work. We want to damage 2 characters because I think this 1 to all friendly minions. Okay, so no, that was a mistake. I should have hit him. Just thinking of a different card. Let's try to hit this guy twice. Nope, that's a waste. It's a total waste. At the end of the turn, he's going to recover all 3 of those damages. Oops, I broke it. Oops, I broke it. Oops, I broke it.
Get behind me.
Oops, I broke it. Yeah.
Handle it!
Yeah, I think we can start working on a strategy next turn. Pull out this guy. If necessary, freeze all the enemies and pull out this guy.
Tazdingo! Yes!
Alright, so we do this, and we do
I
this,
am master of magics.
and we call it the end of the turn.
Well played.
Everything on this thing is, you break it. I hadn't thought of that. But, get some lovely broken glass sound effects. Turn off the light.
My shield for Argus.
But yeah, most of the things on these side things are just break everything you can. Alright. So what am I looking for?
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I'm looking for that sweet 7 mana kill everything spell. It's taken out all my work. He's set up really well if he was going to just play the one that gives everybody +3 attack. Because he's at full everything now.
Job done.
Still looking for like that one card. There's 2 of them in the deck, but that's all I'm really looking for. And that's an example of not having a great deck, is when you know there's just one card that you really, really need, and that's the only card that's gonna save you, really. Because he's gonna start rolling over me into my face. He doesn't have very offensive things. When you play the Summon Totem, you fill up your deck with these 0 attack things. Bloodlust is what I was thinking. Play Bloodlust once or twice, and then just start smashing the face. And you can usually do 15 to 20 damage. It's slightly more advantageous to play Bloodlust
Little time.
twice in one row. Once per turn, then again the next turn, than it is to play it twice in one turn. Just slightly, because that will give those 0 attack creatures the ability to attack twice. But not by much. Now this guy can do 4 damage to me.
Someone called.
I kind of need that spell again to survive this turn. Didn't get it.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
So best thing I can do is kill this guy and lose. Best has bested me. Now, we were doing as much as we could to make this game go fast, and really you can't do much. A lot of it has to do with the other player.
Well played.
A lot of it. There is that one card that makes everybody's turn take 15 seconds. You can play that if you just really hate slow players, but you can't play it very early because it's like a 5 or 6 mana card. So, and it's not really worth having in your deck. A good player can play in 15 seconds just fine.
Jaina versus Thrall!
For Doomhammer.
You asked for it.
So we got 1, a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Alright, so let's just leave everything as it is. So, play this on the first turn, play this on the second, third turn, play this and this on the fourth turn, or play this on the fourth turn. Spell damage up, spell damage up, spell damage up. Strategy is pretty blatant. We just want spell damage up. Dealing with this guy, we want to do 2 damage to him and then play like this.
I am master of magic.
So 4th turn, could do 5th and 6th turn. Arch Camus. What's a Camus? Is that supposed to be something?
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Vaporization commencing.
So let's see. 4 damage to everybody. Next turn. Could play the coin and bring out this guy. Pushed my luck. Pushed my luck. Let's deal 1 damage to everybody. And then go ahead and deal 1 damage here. And then play this and deal 3 damage here. There you go, spell part. Yeah, spare part, not spell part. Interesting thought though. Spell parts.
Magic detected.
Like, this 0 mana card increases spell damage by 1. This 5 mana card makes a spell do its effect on all minions instead of just 1. Interesting thought.
I wonder.
Let's see.
Shall crush you. Job's done. To master. Job's done.
Gonna get Thaddeus it looks like, but we've got to still do something. He's playing all these overload cards. See, now the problem with attacking
For master.
this guy is that without the ability to target him with any spell or something, it's pretty pointless. Let's see.
Job's done.
I need another character out here so I can fight him. Or I need a spell that will do damage to all creatures and not specifically target him.
I got the best deals anywhere.
For master. Job's done.
It's getting too relaxed up in here, just too relaxed. Just listening to the music. This is much like what... I can't believe I lost. Well, actually, losing constantly would also be much like what it would be like to watch me play video game poker. Last game for the episode. Imagine an episode going 3 to 4 to 5 hours long for one tournament. If you get in it and actually make any progress, often I would lose, often I'd come in fourth and not take any of the prizes. Lots of sitting around listening to fake
You asked
commentators
for it.
or just the music. It is pretty good indication I would never do online poker as videos. It's just not a very fun thing. When the whole poker on TV thing became popular, they had the ability to spend money on editing out slow hands, hands where everybody's folding, because that's where 90% of it goes. This is why I would never really play in a poker tournament. It would be, I'd just get bored of it, is what happens. I'd be like, alright, I'm ready to lose now. Just tell me how to lose. I'll fold the card, even though I shouldn't. I'm just tired of sitting at this table after the third hour. And it's so slow. I'd love if that 1 versus 100 game on Xbox, if something like that ever came back. That was pretty cool. That was an experience to me of just, you're gonna play this game, all you gotta do is answer yes or no. Maybe you'll actually even win some Xbox funny money, and so you can buy games and stuff if you become the one, which there was so many thousands and thousands of people playing that online. You would never become the one, of course. And then random kids would become the one, and they would lose like on the 3 questions, which is fine. I don't even know if I ever even got in to be the 100,
Job's done.
because the 100 out of thousands of thousands was so low. So I was just always kind of in the audience, but it was still a great experience because you were answering the questions along, and you were still getting something for doing that. I don't recall what you were getting. Some small progress, some small something or other.
You to master.
Vaporization commencing.
But yeah, I would love a game like that. I think there's a new game called the Jackbox that's somewhat like that, where you can play with large groups of people, and then you either answer a question honestly or you make up a lie, and then whoever is it for that hand decides which one he thinks is the right answer, and if he picks your lie, you get
Ready
points.
for this?
So you want to make a convincing
For
lie,
master.
Civilization commencing.
which is kind of like 1 versus 100. It's just arranged differently. It's a slight derivation from the You Don't Know Jack game, which I played online quite a lot. And problem with the You Don't Know Jack game was that there was 30 episodes, and if you knew what episode you were playing, you could memorize the answers. So they've eliminated having set questions and set answers. Also, You Don't Know Jack had really cool intros to each question that were too long. I mean, they were cool, but they were too long by the time you'd seen it the third or second time. And they were rather repetitive.
Salam crush you.
Don't blink.
And then there was online Uno. Uno Rush was really fun. That was an early game. It was when I first got an Xbox 360. It was like a free game that lots and lots of people were playing still, even though I got into it pretty late. And Uno Rush is an awesome game because you can chain the cards. So if you sort your cards correctly, it's like regular Uno. So if you have a yellow one and a green one, well, those can be played back to back. But in Rush, if you sort it so it goes yellow 1, green 1, then green 3, green 4, green 5, and then something that doesn't connect, it will automatically play the yellow one if it can be played, and then the green one because it connects, and then all the other green ones. So if you sort your entire hand, you could have 50 cards. If they're sorted right, they'll just play out and you'll win right then and there. But you do have to be fast on the button to press Uno because the other people can still challenge you and make you draw 4 cards if you don't say Uno. So it was a very fast, very fast paced game, and I mean one of the most fast paced games I've ever seen. Pretty cool. I wouldn't mind The Last Dawn has given up. Wouldn't mind playing a little bit of Uno Rush just to spotlight it. I don't know if you can play it on the computer. Can't just suggest random games that we're going to record though. Lots and lots of games have not given permission for their video, their audio, all that stuff to be on YouTube, and trying to record any of that stuff when they haven't given permission is a nightmare, and you basically have to go get permission and then you'll still get flagged, and so I don't think either one of those would qualify. I'd have to do research. But those are cool games, and if you have an Xbox 360, if you get one really late at this point, go seek them out if they're still available. That's it for this episode. We did 5 games. I think next time we will rebuild the warrior deck and play with him just for fun. Or let's see. Let's think about this. If I do Naxxramas, what would we have to do? That would be 5. Let's see, if I did 6 games here, 7 games there for a second episode, and then 2 games there. 1 game. Let's see. I could do 3 episodes. Then we have these 9 class things. When and then we could try these. Alright, so let's just start the series next episode. Let us go through Naxxramas and just show you what it's all about. We've got some extra time. We don't really have much to do otherwise, just rebuild a deck, which is great and all, but we can do that another day. So next episode, I'm going to just start a series working on Naxxramas. We're going to try and figure it out. But that's it for this episode. As always, like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of the video. Level 58, we're going to take some more grinding to get to level 60. Have a good evening.